I'd have to say my favorite spot on campus is the walkway right under the clock tower. It's just a beautiful view of the lake and of Ithaca. There's also free popcorn near it and a Starbucks coffee.
I think that my favorite place on campus is probably the Ag Quad. I think it's maybe underappreciated in comparison to a lot of the other cool places on campus. But I think it's super pretty, and when the weather's nice, they have a little like farmers market there once a week that has like food and lemonade and like fresh vegetables that you can buy, which I think is super fun. So
I have three favorite places on campus. The first is Bartels, of course. The second is Trill, and the third is in Mann Library on the fourth floor where the communication department is.
Go. My favorite spot on campus is a little garden at the intersection of East Avenue and Tower Road. There's a tiny little garden up by the Big Red Barn, and it's super pretty in the spring and early in the fall.
Definitely the cocktail lounge because there's a beautiful view of the slope, and I usually get a lot of work done because the library is usually like pretty quiet.
My favorite spot on campus would probably have to be the Trillium Dining Hall because that's usually where a lot of the athletes like to eat and relax and do homework during the day.
My favorite spot on campus is either Uris Library or the slope when it's nice out.
One of my favorite spots on campus to study is the Fine Arts Library in the Architecture Building, Rand Hall. It's brand new, so it's super pretty in there, and it's just, I can focus really well, and it's a great spot to study.
I'd have to say Trill, which is where our team always gets breakfast after practices and lifts, and I normally go there for lunch also with my friends, and it's a great place to hang out, catch up, and take a nice little breather between classes.
I have a lot of spots on campus that I really love, especially little secret ones that I like to study, so I can't tell you that. But one of my favorite spots on campus is by far Trill because that's where we get to go get breakfast after practices. That's where we get to hang out with our team before we all split off and go our separate ways for the day.
My favorite spot on campus would have to be the cocktail lounge because it has an amazing view of the slope and West Campus.
So my favorite place on campus, I hope it's not bad that I'm not saying the gym, but it has to be the Arts Quad / the area overlooking the slope. It's just so beautiful any season, and sadly we missed the views this spring, but I know they'll be waiting for us in the fall.